Say,
Yeah.
Hello, cool world. We are here.
It doesn't show you live here.
I do not see.
I'm not live.
Wait, now it says you are.
okay,
Now
it
you
just
are.
took a moment. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Give me a second. There you go. Cool.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will send out the messages that it exists.
No, there you are.
GM, go ahead, start getting into things.
All right. A good
Post it on-
evening.
Gen chat.
We now will pick up where we left off as the crew decides to take down a trafficking ring that is set up in Nicodranus under the direction of the Anchor King. And last we left off, they were about to kick down the door to the Dirge and ran into a few unfriendly people. And this is where we begin. Okay, so as you guys are going in to break down the door to the Dirge and walk in, Jester sweeps by, grabbing Ravenna and Dante, and says, "Oops, I need to borrow these two real quick, bye!" and goes.
I look over at Van. She has the worst timing, doesn't she?
Doesn't she always? So quick.
They didn't even say goodbye.
Okay. So, as you guys walk in, you are met with three rough-looking pirates. Looks like they're freshly hired hands trying to make their way into the good graces of one of the captains of the Anchor King. And a rather tall-looking, blue-skinned Goliath captain sitting at the bar. And you notice there's no bartender, but she's drinking a bottle of rum. And she looks over to the two people that have just entered. And you look around and you just see one figure. And Explorer, I'm going to have you describe what they see as you're sitting in the corner. Describe your character for us.
Okay, describe my character.
Yep.
What does it look like?
Okay.
What's he look like as he's sitting at this table in the bar drinking?
Alright. So, tall blue figure, 12 and a half feet tall, about 700 pounds, donning a great axe, donning chainmail armor, resting, minding his own business, sitting in the corner. He turns around, looks over his shoulder, and he sees
what would he see there, guys?
yeah.
You want to describe yourself first, or should I go next first?
Describe myself?
No,
No,
me or
Dan.
Van.
A very startled elf right now. Very confused of what's going on. We kicked in the door.
Yep.
Looking over
Describe
my
your
shoulder.
character as you're standing there. Like, what are you wearing? What weapons
No.
you have ready, and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm a fighter. Bald. Yes, carrying a short sword, a scimitar. Yes, other things. Dagger, longbow.
Well, people see.
You,
And I've got
So-
some sweet, leather armor. Dressed to the nine. Other than that, charming, dashing figure. Normally gracefully dance around. But I'm not a big guy, right? But definitely take up a room with my attitude. That's about it. Your turn,
You
friend.
see a large, turquoise green, teal-esque, depending on where you look on his body, Tortle, which is a humanoid turtle person, with a large, heavy-looking shell. Probably weighs about as much as you do because of that shell. He has tattoos up and down his arms of different aquatic natures, as well as different runes along his back of his shell. Running in here, he has a glowing club that's pulsing with green energy, and a scimitar glowing a light blue.
All right. So.
He's wearing a loincloth that hangs a little past his knees, and like beads and stuff all over him.
So as you take in that sight, the captain drinking at the bar with her comrades looks to the two that just entered. So you finally found where it starts. Well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Captain Robania. And you have done nothing but cause trouble for our king. So I have been sent here to put you down. And it is tedious work, but these newbies should be more than sufficient. And we will be taking all the children back eventually. Always need new blood, as it were. So she stands up and she quick rolls her pistol and fires at Van.
Okay, acrobatics check. Flip out of the way.
Would be your AC normally.
Oh, let me go back to where I was. Ooh, does a 17 hit your AC?
17 is my AC.
Alright, it means it hits.
No, I want you to re-roll that, please.
Alright.
We're already starting that.
That's even better.
With disadvantage, so it makes it less, or no?
Or do I have to... No, Silvery Barbs is re-roll and take the lesser?
Yes.
Okay, so it's still a 17.
Okay, worth a shot.
Thank you, bud.
That is a 2d10. Yeah, plus 4.
Oh, reminder to the GM. At the end of last session, I walked in and cast Magnify Gravity on the room. Everything's stuck to the ground right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I killed a bunch of people already.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So these are the
That's
leftovers, I
why-
assume.
Yeah. Okay, so you took 8 points of piercing damage as you tried to flip out of the way. It hit you right in the shoulder, and she gives you quite the smirk. She gives you a sly little smirk and says, we're not quick enough. Now I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
So for everyone's knowledge,
D20.
until my next turn, whatever that happens to end up being,
Yeah.
any object that isn't being worn or carried by someone in the sphere, or is worn or carried in the sphere that I did in the room, basically was the room, that they have to make a DC strength check to lift it, equal to my save.
Okay.
So if you can disarm them, then they're in a pickle.
Well, I mean, it only lasts until my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go
Oh,
disarm somebody
For a little
as
while,
quickly
yeah.
as possible.
And I'll try to do it again, maybe. But first things first, let's explain to Explorer how we do this. Click on your miniature on the field.
on the field. All right.
Okay, so you click on that, and then back on your D&D
No.
Beyond sheet, there is a button that says Initiative, and you click on that. It's next to the
Okay.
little shield for your armor class. You just click on that number.
Okay.
So, for instance, when I click mine,
Okay.
I'm going to
Uh,
get...
So it looks like it equal to 18. So it was a 17 plus 1.
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to get the
Well,
initiative tracker up and running.
Yep. So the reasoning you would be helping their explorer is straight up part of your convictions. Because these guys are talking about enslaving children.
Of course. And it seemed like they, of course, are outnumbering them.
Oh,
So-
and they quite enjoy enslaving people. They are slavers. So that would be your motivation for jumping in.
Of course. My character
Because
stands.
they were not at all discreet about being who they are.
Okay. Am I able to make my character move at this point?
Yeah,
forward?
I would just move it to wherever you
I'm
would
fixing
like
things
it
for
to be.
everyone real quick.
Okay. And do I have a certain amount of space to be able to move?
And
You
what
don't
is-
have to worry about that.
No, you just place him wherever you want him right now, and then movement happens later. Just position him where you would like him right now, within the bar here.
Within the bar. Okay. So I'm trying to click on my character. I can't drag it or anything.
I will fix that if it's not working. I'll check it.
Where do you want to be?
I was going to be standing one space in front of the 3 pirates in front of their leader.
So, like, right there?
Exactly right there.
Alright, cool. There you go. Okay,
I fixed it. You can move it around now. I need the ACs, not ACs, the initiatives to the others.
the first pirate rolled a 6. The second pirate rolled a 21. Third pirate rolled a 14. And the pirate captain rolled a 13, sorry, 13.
Okay, let me go ahead and sort this for us. There we go. Top of the round is the pirate. What pirate number 2?
Alright, pirate number 2.
Explorer, you should be able to move your character around now.
Why don't you
Okay.
test that out? Can you grab him and move him just back one space and then put him back? Awesome.
Okay.
Grook and Van, do you guys want to be there or where would you be in the bar? Like-
The entrance is those stairs coming in, so
Alright, well, I was going to use those stairs as the basement.
the basement's here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys would be over here. So I need where the entrance is. Please place where you guys came in at and would be at.
Well, I stepped up and used the gravity thing about here, so
Yeah.
Where do you want me?
wherever you want to be, man. Probably not in front of me because you would have been hit by gravity, but
Yeah. So okay. So pirate number 2, right here. I'm moving him now. He's gonna move up. And that's the pirate captain. That is. He will use a dagger. Both his daggers to swipe at you there, Kojin.
Okay. Am I able to counter him before he attacks me?
That is a critical hit. Am I re-rolling this here?
I can't. My
Group
reaction's
or-
already been used.
Awesome. So that
I'm
first hit
going-
is a critical.
I'm going to use
he can do
my
something.
psionic power protective field on him.
What does that do?
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet takes damage, you could take reaction to expend 1 psionic die. Roll the dice and reduce that damage by 1d8.
Okay, well, let me get
so-
the damage on the crit first, and then we will, because it's 1d4, so it'll be 2d4 plus 3. Ooh, double 4s. So 8, 11. That's 11, right? I'm thinking that right.
That's math. The math's
Yeah.
right. After
Yeah,
Okay,
minus
just-
5.
Now roll your psionic die there, Van.
Minus 5. So,
Okay, 6 total damage for piercing.
So
That was
And
it.
then,
your hit points are at the top there, and you can put
Yeah.
6 in that little box and hit damage, and it reduces it.
he's gonna does a 21 hit your AC.
He is 16.
All right, so that is another 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That is going to be it for that pirate's turn. Kojin, you are up.
Okay.
Oh, question for our GM: where is my Dragonborn friend that was supposed to be in this fight?
He went downstairs because remember he betrayed you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to make sure. I wasn't because he was caught in the gravity at the time. Well, he was the only one not caught in the gravity.
Yeah, the captain told him to go downstairs and handle the cages
Okay.
because she didn't want him switching sides again. She doesn't trust him either.
Good reasons.
Okay, so
Yeah,
does each
nope.
represent 5 feet?
What's up?
Does each block represent 5 feet on the grid?
Yes.
Yes.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact,
Cool.
there is a measurement tool if you ever need it. Along your left-hand side on roll 20,
yeah.
you can use the measure if you need to.
Oh, that's very specific. That's cool. Okay. That's awesome. All right. No, I'm simply just going to be attacking the guy right in front of me.
Yeah.
Using my Heaven Weapon Mastery. When you hit a creature with weapon that's heavy property as a part of the attack action of your turn, you can cause the weapon to deal extra 3 damage to the target.
Okay.
Nice.
And then my Great Axe +2. So how would I roll for the attack?
So you click on the attack number that's next to your great axe, and it will roll the attack.
So the hit DC?
Yes.
Okay.
It should pop up on
8.
side the. I wasn't expecting the crit to happen that soon.
yeah.
Goliath, I'm pissed off. You know, they're talking about kids. I'm gonna fuck them up.
Did you roll? Because it didn't pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, I found it. It's not... For some
Yes.
reason, it didn't export to the... There it goes.
Holy. Yeah, that
Natural
hits.
20. Yeah.
Oh, that's a crit. All right. So
Uh-huh.
you get to double the dice.
So
So
instead of
your
rolling 1d12, you'll roll 2d12s and add it.
So roll again.
No, you just roll the damage now.
Yeah, your D12, and then roll another D12 after that, and then whatever your damage is, whatever
Ye-
plus.
Okay, so roll 1 for DC, roll 1 for damage.
Do you know where to hit that on your D&D Beyond?
So So to the right of your hit / DC, there's a damage.
Yeah, slashing, and it shows the dice.
Yeah. Click on that
Yeah.
first, and it might
Okay.
even do this math for you in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
It didn't do the
Okay.
math. Oh, it did.
So
Do the math for
yeah.
him.
Okay.
It was
No, now you have to roll one more d12 because it didn't do the math for him. Sorry.
Yeah, do it again.
Roll a d12 now.
Yeah. Shit.
So the
right.
total should be 8 plus.
5. So it shows 13.
Yeah, but your total
Okay.
is 17 total between the two.
So
It's 17
17.
damage. And
I know.
I'm going to explain something to him so he knows.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Your smite, you can decide when you use your smite to pump it in after you've already declared you've hit. And that gets also multiplied if you have a critical hit.
My smite.
Yeah, if you wanted to use it.
And that would be a bonus action, or...
It would burn your bonus action, but you use it in this when you hit.
Oh, the
Yeah.
divine smite.
Yeah. And on criticals, it would be multiplied to like the axe was. If you
Oh,
wanted to use
okay.
it here. You don't have to use it here.
I mean, it sounds like that was a pretty good attack anyways.
Yeah, you might just drop the guy in one hit if you use it.
That's kind of what I'm banking on, so let's stick with that, because I want to stick for that for the boss up here.
Okay,
Behind
so
them.
what level of smite do you want to use?
So it says I have 2 divine smites that are of the first level.
Those are your free ones, and then you can burn it for your casting of like higher level spells. But you can just use that one, and it's fine.
Okay, so I click on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that lets you use it, and now we just roll dice for it. So for Divine Smite, it's going to be... Well, first off, are these humans, I assume? Okay, so you roll an extra 4d8 because of the critical hit.
Okay.
So the dice in the bottom left corner, you can go to the d8, and then hit 4 of them, and then roll.
The D8. Click it 4 times?
Yep.
Okay, and then to everyone, roll.
So... You
Yeah.
just did 33 damage, and 16
Wow.
of it is considered, what's it called, radiant damage.
All right.
Well, sorry,
Explain
radiant or
how.
necrotic. Which one are you? Is it considered
For what?
divine for you, or is it considered infernal?
In this, it shows up as divine.
Okay, just checking. There is a subclass that does the other one. I don't know what you picked.
He's not Oathbreaker yet, or
You know, he didn't go Oathbreaker or Blackguard.
okay.
Or
Okay,
the
so Explorer,
I found out what that meant, by the way.
Undead.
explain, or how do you want to do it? Explain to me how you eviscerate this person in front of you.
Okay. After getting attacked, I immediately bring my great axe right above my head with both hands and come down with full force, not only splitting this enemy right in half, but breaking the floor right under him, causing the whole place to rumble, all the glass to shake,
Oh.
some of alcohol did fall over.
Okay, so as you guys see, the guy is pretty happy with the damage he dealt, smirking, and you see Kojin just smile, and you see him bring his great axe above his head, and just like a knife to butter, just cuts right through the guy, splitting him in two, and creating a crater where he once stood. The other two new hires essentially look at the captain and go, we gonna fight that? Yes, you fools. All right, and So, pirate number 3 is that your turn, Kojin?
Quick question.
You
Am I
still got movement.
Am I able to roll for intimidation, or is my turn just over?
That's the GM's call.
No, they're pretty well intimidated. So you don't have to roll for it. But you still have movement if you would like.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he burnt
I
his
have
bonus.
a question for you,
Ooh.
Explorer.
Yes.
Does your character consider us allies right now?
So it is neutral right now. I don't like that they attacked you. So that's of course in the back of my mind too, because there's 2 of you and 4 of them. So that was unfair. And then of course my values and morals with what they were doing, especially with my character studying humanity and admiring humanity.
In this
think it's
combat,
really
do you count us as allies?
I would count you guys as allies at this point.
Okay, that's what I need to know
Okay.
because you
That's
have an
all that-
aura
yeah.
effect.
Of course.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're bordering on the line of allies. Of course, we haven't directly introduced each other, but obviously we have a common enemy. So you would be allies at this point.
Okay, I'm just adding an aura around you just so we know.
Okay.
Do you have a preferred
Yeah, and
color?
I've already killed you. So, like, we need to... I'm going to
Do you have
protect
a
you for this fight.
Do you have a
Dang it.
preferred color for your aura? Like, how does it shine for you?
Blue.
Blue?
Oh yeah. So you'll see around Kojin the air kind of crackles with like lightning, and you can kind of hear an audible thunder as his aura surrounds him.
If we are in his aura, we get the following benefits. We get a +2 to all of our saving throws.
Oh, nice.
Because we
+2 to
get to
save
add
throws.
his charisma modifier to our saves. He also gets to give himself an extra +2 to all of his saves while in this. So basically, all the saves he makes, he gets an added +2 to it as well.
All right. Well, is that gonna be the end of your turn, Explorer?
That'll be, I mean, unless I'm able to take any additional actions. But
How many attacks do you have? Because you only did one attack.
He has a second attack at this level. He can attack again and
Hey.
move up.
is that where it shows the initiative? Because it still shows +1 initiative.
No, but you still have you have extra attack because you're level 5 or higher for a paladin. So you can move
Okay.
up and take another attack.
Okay, so I will put...
For the boss.
Oop. Yeah, you can make one more attack if you would like.
Am I able to use Hunter's Mark on the boss?
You've already used your bonus action for smiting.
Yep.
Ah, cool. Okay. Then I am going to attack.
Okay, so you have activated my reaction on my captain. So roll your attack, and we'll see what happens.
All right, so this would be the hit DC and then the damage, correct?
Yeah.
Hit
Hit DC and
Roll
see
to
if you hit
see if you-
first.
Yeah.
Okay. Start with that. Okay.
Okay, I get a +3 to AC on my reaction. And
Okay, 22, a 14 plus.
that barely hits.
Ooh. So you do hit, so you get to roll damage.
So I don't get to do the extra attack, but you... Ugh. So that sucks. So roll damage for me, 11. All right.
Oh, yeah. I like when he says that sucks.
Okay. All right. Is that everything then?
If that's all I'm able to do, then that's it.
It is not.
Oh
Thank
God.
What am I able to do?
So your cleave doesn't add extra damage. What it does instead is lets you make an additional
Last week.
attack. On any other monster you can reach within that's not the same target you just swung at.
So the pirate right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to kill this character.
Are you able? So are you?
But
is it your turn?
the
or my
damage
turn?
is still
No.
yours. It's still yours with that
Roll.
attack.
You just have to roll the hit DC again.
Roll your
against it.
roll your attack.
The damage will be less, though, considering. It'll just be the die and not the plus.
Oh, that is a miss.
He attacked 3 times. I think it's fine.
I'm really
Yeah,
happy
well,
that
at
was
least,
a
you
miss.
know,
I'm not gonna lie.
1 out of 3.
Exactly.
I'd be happy to hit 1, right?
All right, so that is it for your turn.
Okay.
Pirate number 3 will now move 15 feet around, staying
watch
within
out.
melee. To be flanking with you. So I'm going to roll with advantage to attack you twice.
He's the person in our party with the lowest armor class, so...
Hold on. 22 to hit on the first one. And the second one is a 17 to hit.
Both those hit your armor
Dude.
class, right?
For me?
They both hit your armor
Yeah.
class?
Yeah, 16 armor class is what I've got.
Oh,
We need to
okay.
get you some better armor after this, my friend.
Alright. The first attack does 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And the second attack does 5 piercing damage.
How are you looking hit points wise?
I'm gonna take some of that damage off him.
Okay, go for
You
wait,
have
you haven't.
used
Your
your
reaction
reaction.
still hasn't been
I-
Until
yet.
your turn, you don't have a reaction yet.
I don't. Damn
Not
it.
until
Nope.
your turn starts.
Alright.
Everyone rolled
Yeah.
better than us too.
64.
So what are you looking at hit points wise? About half or what?
About 2/3.
2/3 left? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm still good.
Okay.
Doomans, tanky.
So now it will be Cotton's turn. Because that's all my little guy can do. Okay. Ooh. I am going to make 3 attacks against you. With the rapier. 2 with the rapier. So the first one is a crit. So we're gonna take care of that one first. So 2d8. So it's 4d8. Yep. And one more. Oh no, where'd it go? There it goes. I wish that was I could keep that one. But it hit the floor. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, so so that's 15, 23 plus 4. That is 27 points of piercing damage.
That was a chunk.
How much life do you have left?
14 out of 64.
The next one, I will hit you at a 21 to hit.
And
And that sucked.
That's okay. I'm okay with this.
That is only a 7 points of piercing damage. And the third attack is another 21 at 9 plus 13 points of piercing damage.
I'm already dead though.
You're
Alright,
down
so-
on the ground.
I've already been down since like the first attack or the second attack.
Oh, okay. Would you have continued
Yeah,
attacking while he's on the ground, though? You didn't know that.
No, she would not have. Okay, if you went down
You're
on
right.
the first one, let me know so
The
I don't
second
do
one you
that
said.
again. Okay, so
And
she smiles at you after you hit her with your axe, being a Goliath herself,
Can you-
and she pulls out this elegant rapier and makes 2 quick motions and hits you in some vital points, dropping you to your knees. And then
you're
you just
unconscious.
collapse over.
And you're bleeding out currently.
Yep.
Who's next?
So I have a third attack then, and she's going to shoot Grook.
Go for it.
That is not an advantage. A 10 does not hit, correct?
Does not hit me now.
All right, then the bullet goes wide and hits a bottle on the table.
Okay.
That is it for her.
So it's my turn.
Yeah.
Boy, the fight's not up just yet. Gotta get up. And I cast Healing Word at level 3.
All right.
You now have 18 hit points, Explorer. That is what
Okay.
you're at.
all right,
That
so
So, what
Is that
word
for
do you-
everybody?
Just him.
Just him.
What?
Okay.
What word do you use as your healing word?
I literally say it on when I say it's not what I say again. Okay, it's not quite the fight's not quite over yet.
Oh,
The
yeah.
word over is my healing word
Okay.
trigger.
okay, I currently have 16 hit points. I'm back on my knees. I look back at you and I nod in approval.
I can only do that so many times. I'm not a full healer here. I can only fake it.
Sure.
I step up. I'm like, should not have done those things. Should have probably rethought your life. And with that, he'll make his first attack with the Moon Touch Scimitar.
Ooh boy.
There's a 13 hit.
A 13? No.
Okay. Second attack comes off with the Shillelagh.
Shallally.
Where is it? There. No, where is the Shillelagh? Why isn't it appearing on my short list? Scimitar? Weird. Okay. I'll just make it a spell attack because it's the same thing.
Okay.
There's a 21 hit.
Yes.
Okay.
I finally learned how to take away their HP.
So for Shillelagh at level, what level we are right now? We are at level 6. So my Shillelagh
Yep.
now does 1d10 damage
Alright.
plus its modifier.
Ooh. Is that damage?
It is.
Oh wow.
But it's not total 21. I don't know why it calculated it that way. That's dumb. Because that's not how that works. Let me see what it rolled so I know what it did.
Okay.
Okay, okay, because it can be force damage or it can be radiant damage.
Okay, so which one
So
is
it
it? Just
is
11
it's
then?
considered force damage, so it's 11 damage.
Alright.
Now for my third attack, I get to have another attack with my offhand, which is my Shillelagh.
That hits.
Okay.
Good rolls.
And then
And
this
fourth,
one
11.
really is, I don't know why the thing that hates me when it comes to this, is actually, Hi, drop the chat,
Is-
please. Game log, there it is. This next one is also the force one, which is another 11.
Alright.
That's easy to read once you see it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one is the second. The first one is if I'm using it as just bludgeoning.
A bludgeoning
Alright.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's the same die damage. I don't know why they just don't roll it and say, "Oh yeah, it's this thing." That would be
Yeah.
smart.
And why would you pick that one, right?
You
Well, I don't get to see
you
it
try
beforehand.
you try to
Oh,
swing
okay.
out with your scimitar, and he parries with his dagger, smiling, and then you come in with your shillelagh, smacks him across the face, and then you backhand him with the shillelagh and smack him across the face again. And he's looking pretty hurt.
Now you may want to go home and rethink your life. Your mother would dearly miss you, I'm sure.
Alright, are you trying to do a persuasion?
I am.
Alright, go ahead and give me that roll.
Only a 12.
Alright,
Not the lowest I could roll, but pretty close.
I will roll on his. What is? I'll do a +1. He only rolled a 9 on his. So, I think you're right. I don't need to be here anymore. So he's going to try to leave and provoke attacks of opportunity from both of you.
If he's leaving, I'm not gonna swing at him.
Okay, Kojin, if you feel like you need to attack him because he's leaving, that is your
Kojin
initiative.
doesn't get the attack of opportunity. He's on the ground
he's prone.
still.
So he's going to leave, and as he's leaving, the captain just speaks a word, and you just watch him fall over dead.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Save my reaction for
Hey.
something else.
Can we roll perception to hear what that was?
Yeah. Go ahead. It's not
Sure.
terribly high. What's your passive?
Passive perception's 15.
Yeah, then you hear
Mine's 13 for
she
passive.
just says, does anybody speak Infernal?
Nope.
No.
The person that would is not here.
Okay, so in a devilish sounding guttural tone, you just hear a strange phrase. Oh, that. And he dies.
All right.
That sucks.
I feel.
I'm
Sucks.
just saying, like, generally, man, that sucks.
Oops.
Sorry.
Okay, so Van, it is now your turn.
All right. Does casting Longstrider on myself burn up an action?
Burns up a whole action. It's a magic action.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Well,
much
you
better
got
in
30
Baldur's Gate.
feet. You can definitely get into the fray if you're trying to get there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's get up to her.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, right there is 30 feet.
Actually, he has 5 more feet of movement if you went diagonally the first movement. He could be there.
Oh, okay. So I can attack with advantage.
Yes, you can.
Cool. Let's do it. Let me see what I have for bonus actions still, because I believe.
Getting ready to start
should've
the
passed
leading
off.
burst.
I should have passed off a healing,
When you walk
a lay
by.
on hands on the way
You
on.
would have passed by him on the way. You could have used it. It's a bonus action.
You could have just, dropped him a potion, if that's what you want.
Or cast lay on
No, I
hands,
want
5 hit points.
to pass him and use a lay on hands heal. It's a bonus action.
How much of the
Okay,
do
so
wanna
as you
use?
run by him, you just kind of tap him on the forehead, giving him 5 hit points.
Oh, you get to give him less than 5. How much do you want to give of your pool?
You can
All
touch a
5?
creature and restore them remaining in that pool. Yeah, just give them all 5.
I like it when they use all their stuff early. Makes for fun.
You're welcome, buddy. Heal up. Alright. So, now that I'm attacking with advantage, we're going to be starting with the short sword.
Alright.
Beep, 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 beep. Ooh. I doubt a 13 hits.
It does not.
Alright, next is the scimitar. Today is not my day to roll. Is 14 hit?
Nope.
Alright.
Our sickly cleric came out to check to see how we were doing, and she feels bad that we're all dying.
That's okay. Tell her it's all her fault.
I am not doing that. I like to have my life peaceful.
To go feel better, take care of herself.
And a final.
Hunt.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Finally.
Well, I'm not going to use that reaction because that would be sentence.
Alright. For 9, what is that? 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh.
How
And
many attacks did you
what
use
else
now?
do I have?
All 3.
Sorry.
He has more than 3 now, but he used his bonus action to heal, otherwise he could have had a 4th one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do.
Me
That's
and
it.
Omar,
That's all I got.
many wounds types, and Explorer's character is, I just hit you hard once really hard.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, I should have prepped a little better. We could have done like Divine Favor and Longstrider and some
Divine
other
Favor
stuff.
is a bonus action. You could do that. Next round.
Next
Yeah,
round.
because you healed.
Yeah. Start with the next round, right?
1. Yeah, you can. Pirate
Or Field
1.
of Fate.
Yay!
Is
He's
he
gonna
still
run
alive? Yes, he's still there.
Yeah.
Who's he's running up on?
He's going to run up on Ban.
This is Pirate 1.
Oh,
I had
come
it
at me,
listed as
bro.
3, but okay.
That way he can roll with advantage. With his 2 daggers.
He's gonna lose.
Does
thank you for the gift.
Plus
It doesn't.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
All right. Oh no, that's sad. 4 points of piercing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And does a 14 hit?
Nope.
All right. And that's all he can do. So we will go back to Kojin's turn.
Okay.
Because Pirate 2 is dead.
So I'm gonna run right here. While yelling, not even death could save you from me, with my axe in hand. And I'm going to attack.
Okay. Which one?
Boss.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Okay, so hit DC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12 plus 8, a 20. Does a 20 hit?
I'm gonna use the bonus action. adding. Oh, yeah, that would still hit. Never mind.
Okay, so I'll roll
Yes.
for damage.
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. Yeah. All right. 10. 10 from the
Oh,
great.
fuck. Okay, so you use half your movement to stand up, and then the rest of it to get there. Okay. All right. Are you going to attack again, or what are we doing here?
The same way, so I'll roll for. Seeing if it's gonna be a thing. Oh, nope. Not happening.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen, man.
No.
This is where I will use the reaction.
Uh-oh.
Add 3 to my AC, and since it was a miss, I get to make a rapier attack against you.
He's like, ooh.
And I get to do that at advantage. As soon as I can find, there it is. Does a 17
Yes.
little hit?
Actually, no.
Wait. Does it hit you,
Uh,
Explorer? That wasn't a question for me, was it?
No. Oh, that is going to be awful
hold on.
now.
Hold
That
on. GM.
Explorer, does it hit you? Does it hit you, not me?
Grook over here is doing some stupid things
Yeah,
that I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
go
him
ahead.
doing.
I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
That was
Yep,
hit me.
and that brings it down to a 12.
Hold on. It's not advantage or disadvantage. You have to roll again and take the least of all rolls.
Right. Okay.
So it's the
So
least of all 3 dice.
least of all 3 dice is 12.
Okay.
So
12
a
hit you,
12 does
Explorer.
not hit.
So
It
that
does
matters.
not. Alright, so
Yeah, so I have the mastery, so that. Oh, well, I missed, so it doesn't matter.
No. He was hitting you.
Okay, so
And
what
I-
am I able to.
And I did something to stop him from hitting you.
Okay. Okay.
So does 12 hit your AC? Is
No,
what
I-
the question. Yeah. No. Okay.
I knew I missed after Silvery Barbs.
Yeah, they made so Silvery Barbs was cast, and he made him re-roll. What, twice or once?
Twice.
Made him.
I made him reroll 1 die, but it takes the lesser of all 3. Because
So
he
he had to
advantage.
re-roll to find out if he was going to hit you again.
Gotcha.
So-
So it's lowest now it's lower than my armor class, so okay.
No. That took me 10 times to figure it out.
Okay. Well, I'll figure it out.
It's a confusing
Anything
spell.
else? Anything else to explore?
Do I have any available attacks, actions?
You might have a bonus.
Let me take a look at my bonus action.
I don't think you burnt that. And you might have movement still. You
Now, keep
definitely
in
have.
mind, if you try to leave the area,
You
Yes.
will proc
Have you used your bonus action yet?
No, I'm trying to take a look to see exactly what I have for bonus
You have
action.
lay of hands.
Heal
And your
yourself.
pool should be 30 total.
It is.
So you
So,
can pump up to
what-
30 hit points into your life.
So
Oh, you have a big pool?
He's a straight
Okay.
paladin.
Yeah, straight paladin, strictly paladin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, give me my points back too, punk.
You can touch a creature, which could be yourself, and restore a number of hit points to that creature up to the maximum amount remaining in the pool. So,
yep, and you have 30 in your pool, so you could use the full 30 on yourself.
that'd probably be a good idea right now, considering what we're up against.
Yeah,
It
that's
might
what I did to you and gave you 5 hit points while I ran past you. It's a bonus action. but mine's not leveled up nearly as far as yours is. I only have 1 level in Paladin. You've got all of them.
So, after,
So add 30 hit points to my stuff then.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Kojin
empty your pool.
clutches his, makes a fist, and you just see storm energy surge through him, restoring life to his body.
Okay.
Okay, so that would bring it to the captain's turn then, correct?
Is Pirate 3 dead?
Yep.
Then yes.
Captain is going to do the stabbies and the shooties.
Oh,
I'm going to... I'm not going to do that apparently.
Come for me.
Bring it, you wench!
Alright, this one's going at Explorer. Well, that is not good. That is only a 12 for the first attack.
Perfect.
The second attack is... How do I roll it? There should be a, bonus for rolling the same number. Does a 17 hit?
Armor class 2.
Yeah. I'm always going to ask if it hits because it's just one of those things.
Right.
2d8 plus 4. Okay. There's 1 and there's 2. Oh. So 8 points of piercing damage at you. And then she's going to point her pistol and fire at Van.
There, bring it on.
Which would be at disadvantage, but she has advantage, so it's a straight roll. So Van does a 16 hit your AC.
No.
Huh?
I dodge it and I laugh at her. Good try.
And she's gonna look at you and go, "Oh, sweetie, it's okay. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save."
You have a +2 because of our new friend. On top of that, whatever you normally roll.
Alright. I will just add it. Where are you, Wisdom? There you are.
Hey, my power.
Wow, that was terrible. I
Yes, you
literally... I don't think I should be rolling tonight, guys.
Oh goodness.
You are now charmed. You are under the charmed condition until the start of
Hold up.
their next turn.
Hold on. He's an elf.
Yeah.
Elves get advantage on charm. Roll again,
Okay,
sir.
so roll again there, Goofy.
One of the few times that ever comes up.
Okay.
So you roll again. Big bucks, no whammy.
I swear to God, you give me another fucking basic one, I'll cry.
Three. +2 to that
Okay,
because
14.
of the aura of our paladin, so it's 14 total.
Yep, and 14 is the DC.
Oh god.
Oh no. Hey, mom, power. The hell is wrong with you? Alright, that's her turn.
So wait, I'm charmed.
No, you're not, because your stupid advantage is stupid.
And the paladin's +2.
Thank you, God. Or whatever.
That brings it to Grook's turn.
I need a... Let me check spell real quick. I need... How bad does the captain look?
She's looking like she took a little bit of damage, but she's not looking really worse for wear right now.
I want to go ahead... Can I get a wisdom save, please?
That is a 22.
That unfortunately succeeds on that. As he says,
Yeah,
I think he goes and tries to cast suggestion and say,
I rolled a nat 20 on that.
dang it. The suggestion says, I think this very moment is the best time to move to Taldore. In
He
last
looks
8
at you.
hours, she would have left.
She looks at you. Maybe for you, darling, but not for me.
Okay, so that was my action. Do I have any bonus actions that matter for this? I do. I look over at our new Storm Giant friend, or a Storm Goliath friend, and go, wow, you really swing hard with those pecs. How about you swing just a little bit harder? And I give him Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
That means you can spend this D8 die on bonuses to your saves, or your attacks, or to your armor class now.
Yeah.
As a reaction. Well, not
Are
reaction,
we
you
done?
can spend it whenever you want. And that is my turn.
Okay, and that's directed towards me.
Yeah. He basically complimented on your strength, and then you get this, inspiration from a bard that you can add your D8 to either your armor class, your attack roll, or your save the next time you need it, the next hour.
There's no place open right now, hon.
What's the character just underneath me?
Whatever we have here.
A pirate. Just a basic...
Yeah, pirate.
I'm
How
now,
much
sir.
life does he have?
Pirate one.
Do we know?
Now.
Okay, so Van, it is your turn, sir.
All right, I'm gonna get rid of the fray, and well, actually, first let's start with
Where everything is going.
All that to the trash?
No, I mean we know where everything is going.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Good night, hon.
I feel like I had this all picked out before.
Put it down. Go to bed. Alright, so what are we doing now? Nobody has rolled nothing. Okay.
No. So we're gonna use. What do we say? Divine Favor was a
Bonus action.
bonus action. So we'll start with that. I think that's all I have to do to cast it, right?
Alright, so what do you do?
I don't think I actually had to roll it.
You are doing divine. You are doing 2 radiant damage to yourself. Okay.
No, that's not what I'm actually doing. But I'm casting Divine Favor. So every time I attack, until the spell ends, your attacks with weapon deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit.
Is that a concentration set?
It is not.
Oh.
Divine Favor does not require concentration, so you could stack it with Hunter's Mark if you have it.
Oh, wow.
I do not. Yeah.
Pally Ranger, did you see the... we'll talk about that off screen.
No. It is totally a Vengeance Paladin because they also get Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Anyways, I have no idea what that meant.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to.
I'll explain later.
So, how do I roll those?
So first, when you roll your attack, if you hit, you roll the extra D4 from the Divine Favor, just as a D4 from the dice tray.
Luke, you have your reaction back, don't you?
I do, yes.
So for every,
I'm just making
for
sure I
every
know
hit.
what's coming.
And I forgot to give someone advantage last turn too.
Yeah.
Mm.
They have
Sure.
advantage anyway, but...
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attack that pirate that's not the captain. We're gonna
Okay.
take it out of the thing. Start with the short sword.
Okay. Then I will have to go up here.
Well, 13 hit, probably not.
Nope. Not
Yeah.
at all.
Man, my rolls suck tonight.
He's
That's
just
okay.
parrying your. You swung him with your short sword, and he took his daggers and kind of did crisscross. And then you swung in with, I'm assuming, your other weapon,
Scimitar. Yep.
and slice him for how much damage?
Well, let's see. So 9, and then let's see for the 9, and then the 2.
Okay.
So 11.
Oops. That was. Yeah, that was on the right guy. I was like, oh no, I took. Okay.
And then third attack.
Okay.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Damn. Alright. And then a 11. And now this is the confusing part. Do I get to do it again?
Yeah. Divine Favor works
Okay.
on every attack from now on that you hit with.
Oof.
Alright. And then the plus
don't-
1 more.
Hold on.
12.
One of which is Radiant.
And I already burned up my bonus action. So I can't attack a 4th time.
Sorry, it just made something wacky and took me to -11.
Perfect.
Alright, there. He is looking pretty rough.
Good.
Keep track of how many turns you have it up, though. It only lasts 10 turns.
Okay.
Okay, so it is Pirate One's turn, and he is going after Van because Van just hurt him bad.
What am I able to do with athletics or acrobatics? Is there ever a time where another character can interrupt with any of these special rolls?
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
Okay, does
The only one
a
that can do stuff like that is a Battle Master fighter that have certain abilities that would trigger people's turns.
Understood. Okay.
+5.
Hence why I call them the person that can controls the battlefield.
Makes sense.
Does a 24 hit?
Who are you speaking to?
Yeah, you.
Yes.
Okay.
Silvery Barbs.
Then that will be
Who's attacking?
a
Probably
15
hit you.
total. A 15 total, Van.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Then his second attack.
Incidentally, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and give Kojin advantage next turn.
Okay, does a 24 hits for the
Yes.
second attack. And then we do we do one. Take 5 points of piercing damage.
I'm gonna throw my psionic power protective field.
Okay.
Well, I protected 8 damage.
Alright, take no damage, you jerk.
Yep.
This is why I wanted to see our 12. Hey, you guys.
DR12 would have just
Ah.
killed us.
Fair. Alright, that's it for his turn. Are we back to the top of order? I think so.
Yeah, because 2 is dead, right?
Yep,
So
Kojin. You
why
with
does
your
that keep-
0
it
initiative.
keeps going away for some reason.
I know.
You have
Every new
advantage.
turn
So
a bonus action.
on, you have a bunch of things stacked on you from me this turn. You have advantage on either your next attack or your next save, your choice. So you would choose. And you have a D8 extra die from my Bardic Inspiration to apply to either your attack, your save, or your armor class when someone goes to hit you.
Double stack your attack and put that bitch out.
I want to put everything on attack to take this bitch out.
Smash her head
Okay.
out. Smash her head out, please.
Okay, so you have advantage. You can use your advantage on it, and then you can also use, if you need it, my D8 on top of that to hit.
I would like to use that.
You have to declare it
Alright.
after you just see what the roll is, actually.
Yeah.
After. Oh,
Yeah.
That way you don't waste the die if you don't need to waste it.
understood. Okay, so I will attack the boss once again.
Which you have advantage. That
Okay.
means you roll twice and take the better.
Okay. There we
Yeah.
go.
You have advantage.
He only has
Can
one
I
advantage.
roll?
They're not in flanking with her.
So
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he doesn't need it.
there we go. So does
Wait, hang
22.
on.
Hold on. Roll again.
Okay.
Because you have advantage from me. You
Oh.
might get better. Okay,
Yeah,
so
22.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
So you don't have to
Okay.
use my Bardic Inspiration then for this hit.
Don't
Okay.
use it.
I roll my damage first, right?
Yeah, and you can
Smash
also smite into
away.
this if you would like.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
8 plus
Would you
5
like-
equals 13.
Would you like to add your smite to this? You can even use a second level spell and make 3d8 instead if you'd like.
Yeah.
So this would be the bonus action, right? That I'd be able to.
Yeah, that'll be your bonus action.
So for one of my bonus actions, it looks like I have something where I'm able to. Where is it? Activate large form.
You could.
What?
That should happen
Yeah.
before you attack because it increases your damage, I think.
Okay. So
So yeah. So you have more than one attack, so you attack this one, and that's done. Then your next attack, your bonus action will kick in, creating your large form, and then give you the bonuses.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
no idea
just
what large
as-
form does.
So large form. Once per long rest as a bonus action, you could change your size to large for 10 minutes or until you end it. For that duration, you have advantage on strength checks and your speed increased by 10 feet. So
Okay,
it'd
so
be
it
another.
doesn't add damage or anything.
No,
Okay,
just
so
advantage on strength. Okay.
You're just big.
Yeah.
You-
so then it'd probably make more sense to do divine smite then, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
for the utility in the fight.
So there we go. I clicked on that.
So now,
Target
are you
take-
doing it at a level 1 or level 2 slot?
Well, I have 2 level 1 slots.
But you also have level 2
Oh,
slot you
level
can burn.
2. Yeah.
You can burn a higher
Where-
one. You get
What it
two.
shows here?
You have 2 free level 1 slots, and then you
Yes.
can burn your spell slots into it as well, which could be level 1 or level 2.
I see. So I can make it a level 2.
You can burn a level 2 spell and lose one of those slots, and deal 3d8 more damage right now.
Let's do it.
Okay, so mark off one of your level 2 slots, and then just roll 3d8.
Okay, let me get this figured out. Spell slot. But I did something wrong. I accidentally rolled something. Wait,
It
I
rolled
rolled
a
for
normal
divine.
It rolled a normal divine smite. Just roll one more d8.
Okay, that was
All right, we'll figure it out. You just keep
I can-
rolling.
I can do the math for it. Don't worry.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, so
I'm-
one more 2d8s or just one
no,
more?
one more d8.
Okay, so there we go. So now I'll click to roll again on the one roll sent to VTT.
Yes.
Okay. So let me click on this again.
Should just be the d8, and that's it.
Okay, there we go. 7.
No, it rolled it. There we go. Here we go. Now it worked. So 15 divine smite damage added to the 13 he did, so that's a total of 28.
I already took the 13.
All right.
So-
15 more.
Okay, so she is looking very worried and bloody.
Good.
Now you can
That's
say
what
your
we
second
like.
attack.
Yep, I'm going to take another attack.
which you do not have advantage on because you're not in flanking.
Roll for it. Okay. Damn it. All right.
Hold
I'm
on,
going to
you
use
can
my
add-
reaction.
You can use your D8. The D8 that I gave you to see if you can boost that further.
All right. 1. Here we go. I'm going to roll a d8.
So
You
it's
need
12.
like
Never
all
mind.
that D8. Yeah.
It was worth a
I was gonna
shot.
say, yeah,
It
it
was
was worth
worth
a
a
shot.
shot.
I need all of
I'm
those
going to
H
use my
points. man.
reaction for her
Oh,
and make an attack against you.
Of course.
Woo! 17 plus 7, I think.
So 24 to hit.
Yep. That hits. And
Yeah,
it
no.
is 2d8 plus 4. Oh,
3 damage feel.
12 damage to you.
Okay. $26 out of 64.
Okay. And you got no more in your pool, right?
Nice.
No
So
more.
Nope.
I used everything I had.
Do we have any more healing?
I
I
have
got
healing.
second wind.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Uh,
I've got some healing. Don't worry. It's
okay.
not amazing
And,
healing.
it
but
is currently the captain's turn now.
It is because Pirate
And
3 is
we
dead.
still have potions.
He doesn't have any.
Yeah, but we've got action throws, right?
Doesn't work
He's
that
going
way
to
in
make
normal D&D.
Damn
her
it.
first rapier attack against Kojin.
At me, bro.
That is a nat 20.
Ouch.
But she rolls a 1 for damage.
No, I was waiting on Groot.
I can't. It's not my turn yet. I used it already.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, 1 for damage.
Alright, I need one more D8. Where's my other D8? There it is. Ooh, that is not a 1 for damage.
That is not a good. Ooh.
10, 18 plus 6. 24 plus 4. 28 points of piercing damage.
I'm down again.
I'll get you back up on my turn. Don't worry.
I have 2 other attacks.
You do have 2 other attacks. Do you want to try to kill the new player's character immediately?
No, because she would. If she sees him drop, so that's, prey neutralized. So she's going to turn to Van now. Actually, no.
I've had it.
She will turn around at the turtle and fire 2 shots at him.
Okay, go for it.
That means I gain advantage.
No,
No.
Are you giving me your back, right?
doesn't work that way.
13 for the
Misses.
first. All right. And
Then you can pass the
a 20 for the second shot.
That does hit.
All right, that is 2d10
Ooh, that thing.
plus 4.
Oh,
We're taking her gun after this.
yeah. We're taking her guns. Does she have more than one?
Don't know.
Just one. That is
I claim ownership of this one this time.
I mean, we could try to
Start
sell
Start
it.
carrying
17
around all the
points.
shitty ones.
17.
that is 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And go ahead, Van, and give me another wisdom saving throw.
Just because you know I'm rolling shit. Alright, let's do this. Here it comes.
Remember, you add +2 to it.
No, he doesn't, because
Yep, well-
Paladin's unconscious.
Oh, so You have advantage against it. It's a charm effect.
Yeah.
I got 19.
You have to roll again if you want
Damn.
to see better. I think 19
He
is good
succeeded.
enough, probably.
Yeah, he succeeded. So.
Good.
Grook, your turn.
How are you on health?
I'm fine. I'm at 42
That's
out
the
of
first
39.
damage she's taken in the entire combat.
Yeah, no one.
I'm at
She hasn't
42.
swung at me because I wasn't pissing her off directly.
I get you.
See, I'm starting to run low on spell slots. That was the problem here. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and cast
think-
a level 2 healing word on Kojin. Boy, get up! On up, he gets 16 hit points, and is now at 16. He steps
You
up to
get
the captain goes, "You should have just went to Taladore." And first swing with the Moon Touch Scimitar. Does a 15 hit.
No, and I will use my reaction to make an attack against you and add +3 to my AC.
One moment, please. I have a reaction here too, because mine's back, remember?
Yep.
I just gotta read, because I got a special ability from my Bardic Inspiration. I want to make sure. Because it's a new effect. I don't know exactly how it works. Yeah, it's inspire someone else, not myself. Just wanted to make sure for that.
Okay.
Okay, so she now has some other AC.
She has a 20. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna swing at the Shillelagh.
Okay. Well, her reaction does a 17 hit your AC.
That is my AC.
Okay, so she does 2d8 plus 4.
Oh wait, I have advantage because of what's his name? Because of Van.
So she does 8 points of piercing damage at you.
So for the Moon Touch Rapier, I have a critical hit because of Van.
Okay.
So
Take away the damage that I just
Okay.
did because it's gotta be on a miss.
okay. I might miss the next one. We'll see. So
If she
that's-
survives.
I don't have a lot of damage. 10 plus. So that's 15 damage from the Moon Touch Scimitar, and the Shillelagh also has the advantage because of Omar being there. See if it matters.
We will go. Wait. We can make a deal.
Does 16 hit her?
On her reaction, we'll boost her AC by 3 and make an attack against you.
As she's saying, we can make a deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, there goes her deal. I'm going to put her out of her misery if she attacks. There's your warning.
Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
Well, there's her warning. That was her
That was
warning.
That was her last shot.
That was
I'm
it.
sorry. You must forgive me for at least trying.
It's my turn. Is it still your turn?
Let's see, that was my action. My bonus action healed. I have movement, but I'm not moving. So, yeah, my turn's over.
We can make a deal. I can give you money just to walk away right now.
All right. So,
Van, you're up.
is that guy just down right below me? Like, he's still alive, right?
He's still
But he's
alive.
like real weak too.
He
Yeah,
goes
like-
right after you.
All right.
The captain's the
So I'm
more
gonna swing
dangerous
at him
person.
real quick.
You have advantage on the captain, though.
Oh, I have advantage on the captain. All right. I look at the captain. I look at my partner. What do you think, Crook?
He
I don't wait
does a
for
motion
his
like
response.
this.
Already mid motion. I swing this. Of course, cast my dice. Let's go. Give me something good now. Does 20 hit?
Yep.
Alright.
I don't have any reactions now, so.
Yep, she burned it on me.
And how does 12 feel? Plus the...
How would you like to do it?
Well, because I'm still doing the divine favor and
You get another D4 on there.
exploding it.
Yep, 16
Yeah,
total.
so 16 total damage. I bring down my sword. I look at everyone. I'm like, better off without. I bring it down, and in a flash of light, it just goes smithereens.
So as you bring, it's your short sword, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you bring your short sword down on her, swinging for her vital neck area, your blade flashes with vines and green energy, and it's like moving through air, and you just lop off her head.
Sounds good.
All right.
We still have this one guy next to you, which you have another attack.
Yes.
You have
and I
2
still
more
have
attacks.
hope.
3 more attacks. You have 3 more attacks.
He's like, he looks at what just happens and just goes, I swear, I was just trying to feed my family. Please let me go.
Guys, what do you want to do?
Can I make an insight check to see if he's lying to us?
Yeah, by all means.
Does a 15 tell me? I
He
hit
is-
history, not insight. It's the same bonus.
He is very terrified and seems to be very truthful at the moment.
It seems like he's telling the truth, Don.
I'm gonna cast 2. Let me know if 19.
He is very terrified and seems very truthful.
Drop all your things.
He throws down his 2 daggers and his pistol, and he stands there because he's too afraid to move because he doesn't want to get killed.
Guys, do you want anything else from him?
I think he should go home
Intel.
pantsless.
We need intel.
I think he should go home pantsless.
Fair enough.
I think you should go home dead.
Oh,
Hey, you
I
have
might
the
be
choice
a
too.
bit much.
For that
Okay,
business.
how about this? Tie him up, put him in the corner, we'll gag him, and we'll leave him there. At least this way he can't move. We leave the place, take his things. He has to stay here. He doesn't know what happens. He can't follow us. He doesn't know where we went.
Actually,
This
he
is
can identify
What
us.
we do. Ooh. But are we
please,
coming
please,
back?
I won't say nothing. I've got
This
a young.
is a very famous
All right,
port
shut
of
up.
call.
Can I roll to knock him out?
I've got children at home, and I was only doing this
Okay.
because it was either me
rolling to knock
joining
him
or
out.
him. He's rambling on, so if
Yeah.
you guys choose to pay attention to what he's saying.
Grook is actually.
I only joined up because it was either I join up or they take my children.
That Grook goes, we're not killing him. We're not killing him.
Say tie him up, put him in the corner, we go save the kids.
But Grook does knock him unconscious.
Okay, so what corner are you putting him in?
I think
You
in the
said
closet in
there
the kitchen.
was.
Yeah, so he'll just he's gone now.
Yeah, I put him in the
Tucked in.
closet and bar the closet.
All right.
He disappeared.
So where are all the
All
wait
right.
staff in here? What happened when we started this fight? Did they all run out?
Look, by all means, feel free to look.
And I want to start collecting all the items and the pistols and all the things from the
And
bodies. please.
Are you dumping my bag of holding?
What? Yes,
Are you
we're
dumping
going to
my
dump
bag
it
of holding?
all into your
Okay,
bag.
so
Just for the meantime.
let me see here. See if it. No.
Do you have a
Um,
running log of what they have? And we can just compile it for later?
She has, the captain has a rapier and 2 pistols.
Anything special about the rapier?
No, it's just a basic rapier.
Okay.
Pistols?
Just basic pistols.
What about armor?
Armor.
Probably pretty light considering these guys are Dexy-based peoples.
Just some leather, like, studded leather armor. That's about it.
Sellable. All of it.
So we've got
1 rapier, 2 pistols, leather armor set.
okay, I'm adding them all right now.
Okay, and then we had
Exandrian pistol or basic pistol?
I would say just a basic pistol. She's not that high up to get one of them.
Okay. You said pistol, rapier,
Oh,
leather armor?
the one of the pistols is just a one-shot, like flintlock pistol. That's
Okay.
it.
and the other
There's-
one's the revolver or
Yeah, more or less, like a revolver.
And what did the other guys and the dead bodies on the ground have?
The 3.
2 daggers apiece. Each of them have 2 daggers and a one-shot pistol.
2 daggers, and then 3 flintlocks.
You're building up quite the artillery.
There isn't a flintlock listed in there, so I'm just gonna put pistol and we'll figure it out later.
All right.
Alright.
Well, just know that the the regular pistols are just one use and throw away.
When we're using it to do black powder and all that stuff to it, right?
Okay, so yeah, if you guys want to do perception checks around the bar,
Cool. So perception check is on the center column on your D&D Beyond map.
Right next to the victim. Yeah.
Above
GM,
performance, below nature.
I'm going to spend my my second win to heal myself.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. Perception for 16.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. It was 9.
So Ban is admiring the nice
Wait, do we
craftsmanship
heal him?
of the pole.
Do we heal him yet? We gotta heal him.
I'm healing myself right now. He's
Okay,
back
I'm
up.
gonna use.
He's up.
Oh, he's
He's-
back up. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like... Sorry.
And Kojin, looking around, because when you entered the bar, you just kind of helped yourself. You didn't think anything of it. You look behind the bar, and the barkeep that was there, his throat is cut open, and he is dead. And you look down the bar a little ways, and you see 2 barmaids. Also, their throats were slit, and they were left behind the bar.
What happened here? Was this because of them? Was this before we got here?
Probably. I mean, they are part of the Anchor King's crew.
Yeah, when you walked in, she just threw you a bottle and said, "Drink in the corner if you have to stay here."
So
Alright.
while you guys are looking around the place, Grook is actually beelining it for the door that he saw his former friend and slave go down.
Are you going down there just by yourself?
If no one else says anything to him, he's barreling down, shell first.
No. I'm following. There's no way he's going by himself.
Move
Not how that
to
works.
the basement.
Move us to
So
the
I'm gonna
basement.
shout, "Hey, new buddy! You're coming with us too."
On the way down, I'm gonna activate the Pearl of Power to gain back my highest spell slot.
All right. As you go down, you see Zeke. I think that was his name.
That was his name, yes.
At the far end, and there's a door leading to you don't know where. But he looks at you with apologetic eyes, and he just leaves the door. But you look around and you see like 4 high and 6 deep cages, and they look like they were meant to hold small creatures, but some of these are filled with whimpering children.
Okay.
As young as 4 years old.
Is there anything keeping us away from getting to those cages?
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Time to smash and break.
Where is he?
Zeke left out the back door at the end of the basement.
Did I have a moment before he left or no?
Yeah, he turned around and gave you the apologetic eyes, and like, it had to be this way. I have to guarantee my freedom.
Do I have the time to cast a spell suggestion?
That would be your one and only chance.
Okay, I cast suggestion. I need a
Okay,
wisdom save.
what is the number I have to beat?
15.
Alright. He rolled a 17 on the die.
Okay, worth a shot. He says, "You should really come talk this out with me before you run off."
He goes, always the charm is Grook. But it has to be this way. And he leaves out the back door. And shutting it, you can hear a mechanism locking it in place.
We don't have a rogue, so I don't know if this place is booby trapped, so we're gonna go very slowly, I guess.
Can we cast perception?
It is well lit for the most part. Like along the center aisle is like dangling like torches and chandeliers to brighten up the place, because they wanted to see what they were doing when they were locking these kids in cages. And you just see, as you go to examine one of the kids in the cage, you see them with a necklace, almost, with a piece of wood hanging down, and it has a price tag on it and a number. And
Okay. This
he's
is
got,
like pre-sale auction.
yeah,
storehouse.
so he's got the sandy blonde hair, dark blue eyes, and he looks like he's been here a while. And he looks up at you, and he goes, "I'm number 4. You my new owners?"
With that,
Oh boy.
Grook looks at him and kneels to the ground and says, "No, we are here to free you." And with that, he opens his hands and 10 good berries appear in his hands. Here, take one. Trust me, you're
The
safe.
kid shies back.
Making persuasion.
15 or higher, you're good.
18.
All right. He goes, I've been here since I was 3.
Well, from now on, you have my people's protection.
I don't even know my name. Just, I'm number 4. And he
What is a
Brad?
GM? What's a hero's name that Grook would know besides, of course, the classical ones?
There would be tales of a James Tiberius hook on the Lucidian Ocean.
Well, if you need a name, how about the name James?
Sounds like a good name. I don't even know who my parents are anymore.
Well, we'll see if we can find you some new ones, perhaps.
Oh,
How many kids are in here?
there we go. Oof, 25.
Oh, yeah. I was doing a head
feed-
count.
I can feed 10 of them right now, and it'll make them full and nourished.
What else?
So you would go to the 10 most emaciated looking kids,
Yeah.
aside from newly named James, and you notice that each of them have a number 1 through 25 on them, and that is all they call themselves by.
If they don't know a name, I will try to give them one. Naming them each
None of
after heroes or historical figures.
As you get further back, the kids look newer and newer, and you get to one who, my name's Sarah. My parents live here in Nicodranus, and I was just taken a week ago. They said my parents owed them money, and my parents couldn't pay, so they took me instead. I would really like to get back to them.
Okay.
Their ages range from 4 years old to 15 years old. And this one is about in between, so like 9 or 10.
While they're all looking at the kids, am I able to look at the mechanism at the door at the end of the hall?
It just looks like a normal door. The mechanism is on the other side.
The actual locking mechanism.
Yeah, it's on the other side of it.
So there's no keyhole or even handle on this side?
No, there's...
What's it made out
of? Steel.
Am I supposed to be able to move my character?
Yeah.
Let me see why you're not. Now, give me a second.
Alright, no problem.
Here, I'll move you to the end there. There you go. Aside from helping the kids, are you doing anything else, guys?
Yes.
Would there be anything looking at?
There's a desk and a small chest, and then there is just a rack of keys.
A rack of keys.
Let's check some things out.
I'm probably to let these kids out of their cages.
Okay, so upon looking around, you see the rack of keys, and you figure that each key, or one of the keys, will unlock the cages. So upon doing a little bit of searching, you find the right key and start unlocking cages.
GM, I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Do I think... Okay, let's try this again. Which of the Ashari villages is closest to here?
I think it would be maybe the air?
Okay. The next question I have, is there a way of sending word the Ashari have in major cities? I know in Taldora they do, but do they have it this far-reaching?
Hold on. So actually, your people, the Water Ashari, are the closest village.
Okay.
And being from that, you would know how to contact them in a situation like this.
Okay.
Like,
I walk
you would
up-
have a special stone directly to, like any other
I
Ashari.
probably wouldn't, because I remember I was taken as a slave. I would have lost that.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Are there any, like, Wayfarers Guild where they can send either magical or non-magical messages?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
It is Nicodranus, so, there's pretty much
someone.
anything you... Yeah.
Okay. Van, my friend?
Yes.
How do you feel like babysitting for a while?
Long's a while. Like, babies.
How long is
sitting.
how long is the trip to Vestra? GM? By boat.
Oh gosh. I would say probably 2 or 3 days travel.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I was gonna think it was in the weeks. Okay, that's much better than I thought.
You're not. It's not sending it like directly to your village. It's sending it to the Sinking Isles.
Oh, so there's a waypoint there that I would know of other people connected to us.
Yeah.
How long to take them directly there ourselves?
Probably the better part of 3 weeks.
3 weeks. We want to make sure the job is done. Maybe less than a week if we're okay with hanging.
I will tell you, like, just kind of dropping this in there, you do have people that are willing to help you in a certain chateau.
Yes, this is very true. But I'm covering all of our bases just in case.
A very well-connected person in the chateau.
And a crime lord.
Who did that?
So, we could either take them to the chateau this evening, or we could see about getting them out on boat today. Our boat's supposed to meet us here today. What do you think, man?
We can go the crime lord route, or we can go the righteous route. Sounds like we should go the righteous route.
Either way, we could get them there safely, I'm sure.
We're missing a whole bunch of our party. What do you think?
I mean, Jester's the one who took them, and she appeared in the boat when middle of the night, so either way, I think they'll catch up.
They'll come find us anyway. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's right.
Her and Dante are going to have quite the adventure.
Let's go. Back on the boat it is.
Okay. By the way, sir, what is your name? And Grook reaches out his hand to Kojin.
My name is Kojin.
Nice
You
to
all
meet
saved me back there. I really appreciate it. And I see that you have your hands full here. So if you need help with anything, please let me know. I am not on any contract at this time, and I am basically wandering, just trying to find purpose.
Well, nice to meet you. I am Grook of the Water Ashari, Guardian of the Depth.
So
I'm already on my way to the boat, so come on! I'm just joking, I'm Vaneth. Hi, how are you?
As Grook and Kojin are exchanging greetings, a little 4-year-old with kind of darker tan skin and matted hair from weeks or years of captivity walks up to Kojin and taps on his greaves and looks up at him. You're sure big and shiny, sir.
I kneel down to the child. I make direct eye contact. I smirk and said, I know. And I pat his or her head with a smile on my face and laugh just to give him some sort of comfort, to let them know that they are okay at this point. They are safe.
After what Group did and your little interaction, the kids pretty much know you guys aren't with who was taking them. So they're... The ones that have been there the least amount of time are opening up a lot easier than the ones that have been there the longest, obviously. Who still... About a good 5 or 6 of them are still looking downward and have their collars essentially on, and are huddled in a corner, not talking to anybody.
So, question for the GM: what species are these? Are they mostly human?
It is a wide variety. There's tiefling children. There are Gensai children of all 4 elements. And there's human, and the ones in the corner are 2. It looks like twin water Gensai. About 12 or 13, and a human, and what looks to be like a furbolg.
Any half elves or elves?
Not many.
Any at all?
Like maybe 1.
How old are they?
I would say they're about 15. And you see them over there kind of gathering the younger children, kind of bringing order to chaos. Taking on the matron or the parental role.
Does the older ones all know their name?
A couple. There's only like 4 or 5 15-year-olds, and 2 of them know their names still because they haven't been there that long, but the other 3 have been there since they were babies, and so all they know is their numbers.
And what species are they?
There is a human, and I would say an orc, and then the 2 that are still know their names are both human, male and female. Maybe could be brother and sister. And then there is a looks to be like a half elf.
Guy or
but
girl?
It is a male. He's got short silvery hair, and his elf lineage is very apparent. And his eyes look very dead. Like he has been there a very long time.
So my character speaks Elven. Would there be any way I could approach a child and try to speak to him or her?
Oh, by all means.
Okay, so is there anything I need to roll to talk to this child that seems...
Just depending on what you say, depends on if I'll need a roll or not.
Maybe I want to say something to try to calmly snap them out of it, to let them know everything's okay.
Maybe a persuasion check, then?
Yeah, let's do persuasion. So I'll roll for it?
Yeah.
Okay. I roll an 18.
Nice.
He looks up at you, and he goes, I am number 15. I am worth 1,300 gold. Make your bet.
Child, you are invaluable. I don't know what you've gone through, who have you dealt with. I need to reassure you that everything is going to be okay at this point.
It's just been.
And we'll find what you're looking for. We'll get you out of this situation.
He just repeats the same thing. Just because he doesn't know how else to express. He's been silent so long. And that's all he's been allowed to say. And examining, like looking up and down the kid, he's pretty lean. Rags for clothing, barely hanging on, like a skeletal form almost. But you see his feet, and you see just huge scars of lashes up his legs, like where the rags are ripped. And it looks like he has been through hell and back.
Is he would he be considered currently injured?
Yeah.
To start
Psychologically, very much so.
Right. Okay.
For the boy that didn't have a name, one of the older ones.
Yeah.
The one that is Elven.
Yeah.
I say to him when I'm giving his name, I don't know many Elven names, and unless my friend Van here has one in mind. I know of a great hero that I'm sure would love to share a name with you, if you'd let me give it to you.
My name is... It's just been so long. And he just starts sobbing and falls to the ground.
Rook tries to catch
Well,
him.
we have a bunch that maybe you can remember yours.
And if not...
How about Sylvian? That was my brother's name.
He looks up at Van, and in Elven just says, why didn't they come for me? Why didn't they love me? Why did they leave me in this horrid place?
Oh, fuck. Can I break down too?
Yeah.
You can.
So. Jerks.
What do I have left on me here?
I tried.
Okay. We need to get these people out.
I just pick them up and hold
Who can
them.
walk? Who can't? I'll carry I'll carry some that can't.
Can I do a medicine check? Who's got a high medicine check?
Not
the
here.
cleric. It's not here.
I only got a +2.
I'll give you guidance.
I got a +1.
Give
For
a
the
D4
sake
added
of
to that.
brevity here, pretty much everyone can walk. Because these were, higher end slaves, so they were a little better taken care of than your just average.
That was terrible. Okay, so guidance, right? So I get to roll again.
No, guidance gives you a D4 on top of it.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's terrible. So, okay, I got a 10 then. Alright.
Okay.
You just has scars.
So, I'm gonna carry out the younger kids. I'm gonna pick them up so they don't have to walk.
Alright.
Especially the ones that look like they have damage to their feet.
I'm gonna help them.
The one that knocked on Kojin is riding on your shell.
As long as he's
Yelling.
safe, I'm good.
Yelling, "Giddy up, turtle!"
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna help carry some out. How many need to be actually carried? So do we need a perception check to
Only
do that?
one or two,
Triage?
Yeah, one or two are at worst need carried because they tried
what kind of
escaping
carry?
and their legs were broken, so they
Like
couldn't do
litter
that again.
carry?
You could do like strap them to your back and like C-3PO 'em with Chewbacca. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Single man carries. Gotcha.
Yeah. And
All
then,
right, cool.
so you get all the kids outside. Are you taking them to the chateau or the boat?
Chateau first, because it'll take some
Oh.
time to prepare food if we can't take them directly. We don't have food on the
Okay,
ship right
so-
now.
So we're gonna prep at the chateau. And
I'm
then
sure they
head
Yeah.
to
give
the
us at
boat.
least food, if nothing else.
Gotcha.
So as you're walking down the street with all these kids, I mean, this is definitely not a scene everybody's used to. A couple of the guards are gonna run up to you guys. What's going on here? What are you doing with all these kids? Where did they
Give
even
us-
come from?
We're doing your
Give us
job.
help or get out of our way.
And Grook's gonna say, we're doing your job. You should have been protecting these children. You are also responsible. He's gonna make an intimidation with guidance.
Okay. Oof.
Only a 10.
He's
also trying not to scare the kids.
At you and he goes, "Look, we wanted to take down the trafficking ring, but the Anchor King has his permits in the higher up of the governments, and we couldn't do a damn thing. You didn't think I didn't want to storm that place every night?
Then perhaps it's time to get new elected officials.
And you know it's not that simple. You know they buy whoever they want, and you know it.
Well,
Can
now,
I draw a crowd by making a scene out of this with a
You don't-
performance check?
I mean, you can't. You can try, but you don't have to. Like, it's already becoming a scene with Grook and the guard.
Rook is going to say the following things. Well, from now on, these are all my children. And they are of the Water Ashari, and are given any protections that a Water Ashari or another member of the Ashari would then get.
Well,
Do we have an understanding?
we do, but you might want to take it up with the consulate and let them know.
Do we have
Well,
a
now
consulate
the
here?
Crowd.
Yes.
Now the crowd is gathering around you and also supporting our side, I think, a little more.
There are a few parents in the crowd that are looking over, and you just hear a few names get shouted out as parents are running to claim their kids. About 3 or 4 of them get claimed. The one that's on your back, Grook.
Uh-huh.
Now, a perception check to make sure they actually belong to who they say they belong to.
I mean, you understand, like, from a parent's point of view,
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
parent seeing their child finally free and them not being able to do a thing about it, you can ascertain that these are their parents. The one on the back of Grook, you see a single woman running up, and he jumps into her arms, and you just hear, "Dad, where's Daddy?" And she goes, he had to do some work tonight. Your other siblings were going to be taken if he didn't do something tonight. I
Oh,
hope
that
he's
guy was-
okay.
Oh, God, it's that guy. Locked up. Miss. How does she look?
Yes.
Does she look very poor?
Yeah. She doesn't look much better than the kid slaves.
Do you want to stay here still?
I think my sister lives in the Empire. I think we're gonna go stay with them.
I can give you a writ to stay with the Ashari if you want to travel that far.
My sister only lives right up the way, like a few about a month's travel from here. So, and she's better off. She's offered to take us all in after Rick lost his job at the docks, and
I
then was
reach out
forced.
my hand and take hers and palm her 1 gold coin, which I know is a lot for people.
You just see she looks at it astonished.
I can't give much, but this should hopefully
This
get me
is-
the way there.
This is more than enough to get us there. Thank you. And she runs off. By chance, did you see my husband anywhere?
What does he look like?
She describes the guy you tied up and threw in the closet.
We locked him in a closet because he was defending the people that hurt your children.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, we just put a broom through the door. He's back at. I gave her the name of the bar because I can't remember it.
I know it. I'll send some. I'll send a cousin and pick him up. And with that, she takes the child, and you just hear him go, "Mommy, that man's big and shiny, and he saved us. And I got to ride a turtle."
I wave at the kid.
He just beams and waves right back.
So with this, let's get them to the chateau first. Sound good?
Yeah.
And would you two mind standing guard while I go talk to the consulate in the Shari?
Cool.
No problem.
Okay, so you get back to the chateau, and you see the Minotaur and the Ruby, both jaws just drop open. And
Yep.
immediately jump into action. The staff starts getting a buffet together for everybody to eat. And
Cool. I'm glad
Hold on.
we're going to eat.
all right.
Okay,
So-
so chateau.
Yep. Buffet's being set up. Kids are getting fed. Clothes are being brought in from what they can gather for the kids. A few like seamstress type people were called up in the middle of the night to come help. They're taking literal sheets off of beds to make clothes for kids.
They've got silk sheets.
Some nice clothes. Yeah.
Soft on the skin.
So it is midnight for at least 2 of you.
Yep.
Do you want to call it here and the party will meet up together here?